Hello guys, welcome back to the summer series Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. Let's have a look at that again. So to start with a new career, I reset my progress, although it's not really a career mode in this thing. It's more about finding cars and finding billboards and speed cameras and stuff like that, and do a couple of races. A lot of races, as a matter of fact, because that's a bit of a problem with this game. Each car comes with its own races, and yeah, the result of that is that you have to do all these races with every single car to unlock all the different parts for that car, which is a bit of a problem. Bit of a grinding game in that way. And then you have to drive around in that car with the parts on it to upgrade them to level 2 or to Pro, as it's called here. This is sort of the intro.
Welcome to the city of Fairhaven, home to the most intense street racing on the planet. 10 drivers rule these streets. Always on the run from the cops, they drive the best cars and dominate the city. They are the most wanted. To join this elite group, you'll need to earn the right to race them, beat them all, and you'll be number 1, Fairhaven's most wanted driver. To do that, you'll need cars. Lots of cars. Spread out across the city are some of the hottest cars ever made. If you can find them, you can drive them. To own one, simply drive up to a jack spot and jump in. Follow the route marked on your map to your first car. The streets are waiting.
Seeing I reset the game, I sort of also have to reset a few settings here quickly. That will do, I think. So another problem with this thing is you cannot buy cars, or you do not have a garage or anything. The cars are just somewhere on the map. Can't see the map yet because I have to find my first car. Also, camera wise, you have this like bumper cam, and you have a sort of chase cam, and that's it. No hood cam, no cockpit view, all not available in this game. These blue things are repair shops, gas stations, whatever you want to call it. If you drive through there in single mode, you repair your car and you also change the color. You can also play the game in multiplayer, then you have to unlock the colors, and once you have them unlocked, then you can, in this easy drive menu thing, you can change your colors, but not in single player. You want the blue car, For instance, you have to go
You
a few
found your
times
first car.
through the
There are
repair
many
shop.
out there waiting for you. Just look for the vehicles with badges above them. Hit the button to switch.
So we found our first car here on the map, Porsche 911 Carrera S, I think it is. So let's switch into that one, because we were in the Aston Martin Vantage, but we haven't found that one yet.
Every car you find has its own set of races. These can be accessed at any time using Easy Drive. Choose Set Destination to find your first race. A route to the start line will appear on your map. Follow it to the race start.
There we go. This is our first car of 31 different cars. But it's not only that. These are so-called jack spots. That are the places where the cars are situated, and each of the cars has 3 of those jack spots. So you can find, in this case, the Porsche 911 Carrera S on 3 different spots on the map. So you sort of have to look for those cars, which makes it a total of 93 cars. There were also 4 DLC packs, which I do have. That comes with 4 additional cars and a most wanted car for each of those packs, which makes the total of most wanted cars 14, because there were already the 10 original ones. Those are the ones you need to beat to get those cars. The other cars need to be found, but like I said, this car has no nitro or anything like that yet, so we first have to do at least our first race. But that's only around the corner, as you can see.
To start the race, pull up to the checkpoint and spin your wheels.
You tap the brake and the throttle at the same time to spin the wheels. So if we finish first, we win off-road, tires and nitro or NFS. We got first place, because you can knock out people here.
Finishing first or second wins mods for your car. Fit these immediately for an instant upgrade. Or use Easy Drive later to change your tires, nitrous, chassis, body, or transmission.
So we're gonna fit the nitro on.
Speed points take you up the most wanted list, and racing is just one way to win them. Pick up more by smashing through billboards, blasting past speed cameras, destroying security gates, or escaping the cops. Autolog tracks every speed point you earn. The more you earn, the closer you get to taking on the most wanted drivers and dominating your friends.
Seeing I got the DLC, it now thanks me for purchasing the DLC packs, the Ultimate Speed Pack, the NSF Heroes Pack, the Movie Legends Pack, and the Terminal Velocity Pack. Terminal Velocity Pack also comes with an extra part on the map, which is like an airport with some fun jumps to do there and some extra billboards and speed cameras and stuff like that. But we will get there eventually during summer, I guess.
Want to check your progress? Easy Drive is there to help you hunt down all the challenges across the city. What happens next is up to you. Congratulations! You've earned enough speed points to challenge a most wanted driver. Find, race, and beat him to take his car and join the most wanted.
So, these are the races. We have keys to the city, we have a gold medal there. We have done that one. We can improve our personal record later on once we have this car in a bit better shape with some aerodynamics on it or something like that. You can definitely do a better time. But the idea of this car is if you open the races tab in your Easy Drive thing, you all have different races that's gonna give you something. Continental Drift are gonna give you long gears and a bit firm body chassis, so you can take a little impact. Cold Burn gives a lightweight body chassis and some circuit tires. Sprint Eastward is a Nitro Boost that sorta uses the boost in the whole boost bar in one go, and some impact protection as well. Aero dynamic body chassis and short gears for this run, and a ram body, which is sort of what you need. Put it on like aero and then some ram chassis, and that will get you going for most of the things. The other two races here is because I got the DLC, it comes with extra races where you can mess about, get some points, sort of smash things, and do some drifts. Those are the two extra races, but that is because I got the DLCs. If you don't have the DLC, you also do not get these two extra races, if I'm not mistaken. So, let's see. Tires. I'm gonna put on the off-road tires to start with. Might change that later, but we can check them. Nitro we got, and all the rest chassis, and the rest is still locked because you have to unlock that by doing those races. Although I kinda in a way reset the game, you cannot reset the game in the game itself. You have to do that in your documents. Look for the crew for the the crew, the most wanted folder in your documents, and then you will find a save file there, and if you delete that and then uncheck the cloud in Origin, then you can sort of restart as we did here. But it doesn't completely reset the game, it keeps a hold of your speed points, which I have like 23 millions, and that also means that is more than enough to unlock all the most wanted cars, so I can immediately do those most wanted races, including the 4 for the DLCs. And that also means that I have like cars available already, like the DLC cars. Alfa Romeo Mito Quadrifoglio Verde, that's for the Terminal Velocity Pack. The Aston Martin DB5 from the Movies Pack, and the same for the Aston Martin DBS. Audi RS3 comes with the Terminal Velocity as well. As same goes for the BMW 1 Series M Coupe. The Bugatti Veyron Vitesse, that's like the roadster version, and that comes with the Speed Pack. Movie specs for the Dodge Charger. Ford Fiesta is Terminal Velocity. Lamborghini Aventador J is Speed Pack, I think. The Diablo is the Heroes Pack, the Need for Speed Heroes Pack. Speed Pack again for the McLaren F1. The Nissan 350Z, it was back then. Heroes The same goes for the Nissan Skyline GTR, also a hero spec. Pagani Zonda is obviously the speed spec. Pontiac Firebird Trans Am is the movie spec. And the Porsche 911 GT2 is hero spec as well. Those are sort of forecast cars for each spec, so 12 cars that I already have available, and I even think I can sort of teleport to the 3 jack spots. But you can also drive around and just find them. You get some extra speed points by finding all the cars and going through, not only finding the cars, but also going through security gates and past these cameras. There are, if I'm not mistaken, 66 of these cameras, but they're pretty easy to find in that way. If you just do every single road on the map. Let's see, is the map available? Yeah, the map is available. If you do all these different roads here, and if you drive them on both, especially on the highway, you have to kind of drive on both sides. So as well going west way as in east way, because sometimes you have like a camera on one lane, and if you're on the other lane passing by or flying by, it does not flash. So you kind of have to do the highway. That's where the highway goes around the map more or less. And then you can take an exit here of the highway, and that is like locked if you do not have the terminal velocity pack, because there is a tunnel and it will be locked. If you have the terminal velocity pack, you get an extra highway, as you can see, and also the airport there in the east. So that's for the speed cameras. Then you have not sure, it might be possible that you have to fly by there. As you can see, it does not flash yet. Now we did. So we found our first speed camera in Hannah Street. And by doing so we also found car number 2, Aston Martin V12 Vantage. I'm not gonna look for all the cars here in this video. We'll just give you an idea, and then if we come by something by doing some races or doing some other stuff, we just fly by the cameras, find the jack spots, and also go through security gates like this one. 1 out of 135 it says. Okay. So we found already one speed camera. And then you have these billboard things here, where you have to jump through. Let's jump through this one here. 1 out of 156. So 156 billboards, 135 of these security gates. But you do have to pay attention. If you jump through here, if you land it, you need to look at the numbers to see if they actually count. Because sometimes they do not count, and then at the end you're missing one security gate or one billboard or something like that, and you cannot find it, and that's because one of those things did not count. That's usually the case. So what we're gonna do is gonna do all the races for this Porsche to begin with, and if we can find some cars in the meanwhile, we take a stop there for a second and go through security gates, go through past the cameras and so on. So we have like 5 races available. 4.3, 7.1, 3.4 is the closest apparently. So we can win Nitro Boost and Impact Protection. We already have Nitro, the normal Nitro. Nitro Boost is if you put that on the car, then you press the Nitro, it completely uses a full bar immediately. While with the normal one you just use the nitro whenever you want and how much you want. Then you also have a nitro jump, I believe. If you use that in a jump, you fly further. There are also some cups on this map, and you need to pay attention if you're doing something else. You don't want to mess with the cups. To stay under 100 miles an hour or 160 kilometers an hour. That was camera number 2. Just following the route on the map here. You hear some music in the background, that's usually when you are close to a car or something like that. Meanwhile, activated speed camera number 3. Like I said, if you go over all the roads, you will eventually find them. I think we're gonna pause another one here somewhere. Here's another one. Camera number 4. But this is a race, and I think I put on the I put on the off-road tires, so I'm going to go back to the standard tires. Spin the wheels to start these races. So that's what we'll do in this video. We will sort of do the races for this car, so that we have all the parts at least. And then you have to drive around with those parts to upgrade them to level 2. Or the Pro, as they call that here. By drifting, you fill the nitro bar faster. The same goes for slipstreaming. And you get extra points for taking out opponents. Also have to be careful, of course, that you do not take out yourself. And yeah, those AI cars, they don't mess about. They fight back, so. I'm gonna jump up here. And get this billboard to go with it. There we go. That's billboard number 2 we found. And another camera. We finished first, so we did win both of the rewards which you could get. If you finish second, you get one reward if you finish first. So nitro boost, nope, I'm gonna skip that one, do not need it. Fine with the normal nitro. Impact protection, yeah, I do. At this moment I'm going to install it because I don't have the RAM chassis yet, so. So let's have a look. So tires, we still have only the standard or the off-road available, so we're not gonna go anything. We do have the boost now, but I'm not going to put that on. chassis still locked. Impact protection we have on the body thing. We do not need to like the aerodynamics. That's what we need. But for now, I put on the impact because for the chassis, what you want is a ram chassis, and then you put on aerodynamics, and that will do. But since we do not have the ram chassis yet, I put on the impact protection at this moment. Long and short gears not available yet. So a bit more firm chassis we can win here in this race, and some long gears. Let's see if there is anything shorter. That was like 5 kilometers away. 3.6 here. Okay, we will do that one. I have to do all the races anyway, so I just take the one closest by.
Speeding or hitting cops might win you speed points, but it also gets the cops' attention.
I found the
Until you
camera,
escape, they will try and bust you.
and by doing that, I hit that cop, which was not the idea. Let's see if we can shake him before we are on the race.
Dispatch, visual loss on 1044. Advise 3 units for the continuing pursuit, over. Dispatch, I just...
You've evaded the cops. Racer high to stay out of sight and escape.
There we go. We evaded the cop, and eventually we escaped. Gonna repair the car. Apparently we need to be here somewhere. Another jack spot here for the Panamera. There we go. While we are here, why not? Just need to drive by there, and then looks like a steering wheel will appear on your map for the cars that you found. You also always, when you start the race, you get like this cinematic trailer thing with some strange things happening at times. You can skip that, or at a certain point. There you go. Escape, yeah, please.
We have the suspect, close up down. Copy that. Available on that suspect.
So we have to get away from the cops, and to get gold, our target time is 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
One vehicle just hit.
Okay. Guess we go the other way. Okay. This is not gonna work within 2 minutes 30 like this. The heat level went up as well. So not working in my favor.
Have we got units on that last zone heading? Be good to know if the suspect's ahead or doubling back, over.
Unit check, advise of current, over.
got out of the way. The cooldown was going pretty fast, so I thought I will just stop here. RAM chassis, yes please. We're definitely gonna put that on, which makes it a bit easier. If you hit a car,
All units in code 3 pursuit. Vehicle has not been located. Return to duty until further notice.
Dispatch, advise to check on all known chop shops and spares.
let's see, what do we have here? Apparently we found, oh yeah, we found the other Porsche. Yeah, not that interesting. Long gear, firm chassis, which we do not need immediately. Lightweight chassis and circuit, that's sort of what we want here. So we're gonna do that first because here's some music that's usually if there's a car about. There we are. BMW M3 we just found. There are a few cars here in the park. And also the race in front of us there was also one for this Porsche, but that was like a speed run, so you need some lightweight chassis and aerodynamics on it. Because you have to, in a speed run you sort of have to get like an average speed. Another camera here. Find 9 already by doing so. Maserati Gran Turismo. Jackpot number 5. Gonna run into a lot of cars. Some of them you have to specifically look for, but yeah, I kinda know where they are, but that's like 1 hour and a half driving around to find all those cars. Would be a bit boring to do that in the video. So we're just gonna stop here and there once we encounter one, and eventually we will get them. Like here, the Audi R8. And another camera. And another camera here. Like I said, most of these roads is a camera. Sometimes there's one, sometimes there's one on each end. What do we have on? A RAM chassis, that's pretty good for racing, and standard tires, because we do not have the circuit tires yet. Not so sure that's gonna be enough. This is like a 3-lap race. Just activated another camera. Also in the races itself you can find cameras and jump through billboards. You cannot find cars, of course. We got first place. But like I said, they fight back. And they also sort of get your slipstream, so not out of the woods yet. Although we seem to be fine now. Unless we're gonna hit traffic or something. Not sure if there is traffic in this race, apparently not. circuit tires and lightweight chassis. That's what we got. I'm gonna put on the circuit tires, but not the lightweight. I'm gonna keep the ram chassis on. So yes, apply and skip that one. So let's see. Tires, off-road and circuit. Nitro we have the normal one and the boost. Chassis we have standard, lightweight and the ram chassis, but we put the ram chassis on. We have impact protection, that's sorta, yeah. We do not really need impact protection, seeing we already have the ram chassis on, so we want the aerodynamic thing here. And we are still messing about with the standard gearbox. So we need a few more races. 4.4 and for aero and short. Long and okay. And up we go. While we are here, BMW from the terminal velocity pack, and one of the Diablos from the NSF Hero pack. Both are DLC cars. One of the 3 jackpots we just found there, but seeing we were here. There are more cars there in Callahan Industrial Zone. And we got spotted again.
Copy that. Code 3 is authorized. Advise the progress, over. Anything further on that vehicle? Make and description, over. Copy that. Do you have a color to go with the make and model?
That's what I thought. Now,
Suspect is currently heading north.
what just happened here is, well, pretty obvious. I crashed, but that also means that
All units, you are now clear from the officer, over.
the billboard will still be there, or it should be back, but it isn't yet.
Dispatch, this is the call for any and all available. Over.
Copy that. All units are currently busy. Supervisors recast will advise as soon as units are cleared.
Now the camera found.
Dispatch, I just lost the suspect lost. Say again, suspect lost.
Backup
Physics
units to
in
go
this thing,
code 2.
seriously.
Check NBC for good assignment. Over. Units report negative on all units in code 3 pursuit. Vehicle has not been located. Return to duty until further notice.
We escaped, so we can do this race. Aero and short gears, we can win here. And we need to get the speed up here because we need a certain average speed. 160 kilometers an hour for bronze. We got the billboard though. 177 kilometers an hour average for silver. But we want gold, and I think you need 193 kilometers an hour average or something. So we need to get the speed up, although it's pretty narrow roads. finished with an average of 205, so that will do. Good enough to win both rewards. This is tire repair. That is in case you're in a police chase. If you put those tires on, they are sort of re-inflatable tires, more or less. So I'm gonna skip that, do not need them. Short gearbox thing, which gives you better acceleration mainly. I'm gonna put that on. It's a little bit better than standard. A little bit less top speed, but more acceleration. So we put that on till we have the long gears, I guess. And we also won aerodynamics. So let's have a quick look what we so the tires, only the drift tires are missing. Nitro, the nitro jump is missing. Also do not really need that. Chassis, we have lightweight. We are still missing the solid body chassis, but we have RAM, which is even more protection than the solid one. So we have aerodynamics on. So we changed the impact protection. We put the aerodynamics on because we had the RAM chassis on, and we have short gears on, which leaves us for the long gears and the solid chassis. We need to do one more, which apparently seems to be a circuit race. Here's some music here, and that is for the Lamborghini Aventador J. Gonna brake here as well because Ford GT. Around the corner, Ford GT2. That's why you need RAM chassis. If you do not have it on, you're probably gonna get crash cam. Gonna stop on a few cars here as well. 350 is it for the Heroes pack. Another Diablo, also Heroes pack. That's the second one. We already found one earlier as well. There are 3 of these jackpots for each car, so Ford Raptor found. Take the billboard as well. For the billboard, you do have to land them. If you crash before you land, you do not get the billboard, and then you have to do it again. Another Maserati here. That's also the second one. Camera and so on. So you find these things by doing. Here is the race, but while we are here, there's also an Audi Quattro there. A1 Club Sport Quattro. This is again a circuit race. 2 or 3 laps here, or maybe 4, I don't know. Around the park. And they are already pushing, but I got RAM chassis on now. That makes them fly all over the place. races you find cameras, so on the limiter with my short gears. You not only change the color by going through the gas station things, repair shops, you also get a full nitro bar every time. So even within races, it might be handy. Bit tricky here, but yeah, you can get it if you want. Ouch! Unless you hit the wall, of course. But I was ahead way enough, so they're not immediately coming back. If you make too many mistakes, then the AI is gonna come back on you though. Long gear and solid chassis, which means we have unlocked all the parts for this car, at least the normal ones. Long gears, yep, we're gonna apply, and the solid chassis we're gonna just skip it that way. And we're gonna go out of the way because the racers probably are still coming. No, not this time. Only missing the drift tires and the jump nitro, or the boost jump, whatever you want to call it. Other than that, we have all the parts available. I'm thinking nitro jump, drift tires. It's like a drift event and a smash event, and but we're gonna do the smash event first because it's also on the park here, if I'm not mistaken. And not only that, it gives drift tires, so then we can put the drift tires on for the drift event itself. Took that camera here as well. And then we have all the cameras here around the park, if I'm not mistaken. And there's also a Bugatti here. And a Countach Lamborghini. Also found that one. So we have to smash these gate things that they put on the road. Gives like 50 points, and if you jump through a billboard, it gets 250 points, and you need a certain amount of, I think 2000 or something for gold, and then you win the drift tires. That's the idea. billboard should do it. That should give us enough points. So we want the drift wires, I'm gonna install them. I knew there was a billboard there, but so that does not count. Have to jump through that one later again. While we are here. Found the Nissan GTR. I know where the drift event is, so it's up here somewhere. What can we win? Oh yeah, the nitro jump thing, where you can use. If you put that on and you use it while you're in the air, you jump further. Let's see what we can do. If I remember, I had to do it the first time. I had to do it a couple of times because the score you need is pretty high. Because I hit the wall there at the end, that last drift combo did not count. The result is that I only have 1300 points, and you need 1500 to get the reward thing. So have to do it again. You cannot hit anything because then the drift combo that you're in will not count. That's sort of the idea. Like you see. Didn't hit the wall there this time. 1530 points. Could have been better, but yeah. Good enough for gold. No, gonna skip that. And now we're gonna have a look. So now we have gold, 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 gold all over the place. So basically this car is gold now. And all races are done for this car and all parts are unlocked. So tires we're gonna put on circuit. Nitro we're gonna put on the normal nitro. Chassis we keep the Ram chassis. Aerodynamics and yeah, we'll put on short gears for now. What do we have to do here? I have to drive about 9 kilometers ghost driving, so opposite traffic. And if you do that, then you unlock level 2. That's sort of what you have to do. 25 drive-bys or close by another car with short gears on it. Okay. So we put the short gears, only have to do that 13 times. Meanwhile I hear some music. And that is because there's a Porsche Panamera here. Jumping down here. While we are here, do the other 2 billboards here as well. Do that later because there's a Pagani Zonda here and also one of the DLC billboards. So that is on this square. Also all cars are found at this moment. So I'm gonna stop the video here. Gonna first apply the cloud back so that my progress is saved. And then in the next video we maybe could do the most wanted races. That is the next video for this game. Meanwhile I will post some other videos in the summer series. Sorta gonna mix it up a bit. Bit Dirt Rally, a bit of this, a bit some other games, whatever I find on the hard disk. Just to keep busy during the summer. I will see you guys in the next one, and bye for now.